How's it going, guys? I'm Connor from Running Warehouse, and I'm here with Harry Miles, Director of Footwear Innovation at Adidas. Today, we are going to be taking a first look at the Adidas Adizero Prime X Strung 3. Now, Harry, the Prime X has always been really the craziest shoe in the running space, really pushing limits in stack heights, plates, foam, and now we've got a completely new design that continues to elevate the shoe to another level. Can you tell us about how this shoe got started and how we got to what we have today?
Sure, so this is the third generation of Prime X. Starting at the top, we have a new Strung recipe. So what Strung is gonna do here is it's gonna be amazing, giving you that lockdown, but also we can apply each fiber exactly where we need it. And you'll also see when you look closer, you can see that amazing breathability that's offered in this package as well. And it gives you an amazing visual, amazing aesthetic that speaks fast. But of course, the Prime X is probably most notable for what's underneath the foot. We have a construction here that's three-piece. So we have a top layer of Light Strike Pro. That's the new generation of Light Strike Pro, the same as what you'll find also in the Adios Pro 4. The top piece and also the middle piece, these are tuned to deliver the most amount of energy return and be the lowest density that we can possibly get. What you'll find then at the bottom is this third piece of Light Strike Pro, and that's also where you're gonna find a slightly wider forefoot. So the heel is the same width, but the forefoot is actually, we've made it slightly wider, especially to accommodate for that forefoot strike and give a little bit of a wider landing shelf. And that's really been enabled through a slightly lower density foam, enabling us to swell out that geometry just a little bit to give runners a little bit more confidence and a slightly wider landing pad. We've got our new light traction compound here to give you the best amount of grip on the rear foot and also in the forefoot, and that continental toe tip giving you amazing traction in wet and dry. Inside the engine room, we have a slightly different construction and a little bit of a move back to what Adizero for the last couple of years has been synonymous for, which is our energy rods. We have this top plate, and the reason that we have that top plate still is that's gonna take all of the pressure from the foot and it's gonna distribute it nicely along the length of the foam. And what we're able to do is we're able to then jam this middle piece of Light Strike Pro between the plate and the rods. And what's beautiful about the rods is they can move independently. So from the lateral to medial side, each one of those rods is able to deflect and able to move independently, just like the foot does when it wants to land. But from front to back, it's completely stiff and it really gives you that amazing rocker, gets you onto your toes really quickly and gives you that bounce, which I think the Prime X is really famous for. It's the same stack height as it was before in the heel. We have 50 millimeters in the heel, and then we have 44 millimeters in the forefoot, meaning you actually get more foam in the forefoot of this shoe than you do in the rear foot of Adios Pro 4. The whole package itself is going to be at 285 grams, which is also a significant weight decrease compared to the predecessor.
Wow, so I mean, the Prime X has come a long way, and when it first launched, it really was one of the wildest shoes to ever exist. The first version was great, but some people said maybe a little unstable. Version 2, it got a little bit more stable, but maybe not quite as fast feeling. Where would you say that this shoe lies in the spectrum of Prime X, and what's it gonna be best used for?
Sure, this is definitely going to be the best for somebody who wants to go out there and have a really fun time when they're training. It's definitely also a shoe that our athletes use when they want to do those miles in the week where they need to have something just motivating them, getting that sensation of bouncing along. You know, you're getting a lot of help from this shoe. And that's really where it's positioned. It's positioned within our train to race category. And what's really cool about this shoe, and especially like you mentioned, compared to its predecessor, we've managed to save a little bit of weight, but we've also managed to make a shoe which was, known for being super soft and bouncy, even softer and even bouncier. And that's something that I think, the athletes and also the consumers will really enjoy.
Right, we always want softer, bouncier, faster. It's great to run fast on race day, but it's also good to feel bouncy and efficient just during your daily training. I feel like this is a shoe that probably can do a lot of things really well. Last question I have for you is regarding stack height. We're seeing stacks get higher and higher. This really was the highest stack height shoe on the market. Are we gonna see shoes get even higher? Is there a limit to how high the stack heights can get?
It's a great question. From our perspective, and especially from an innovation standpoint, we don't necessarily talk about just the number, so the millimeters. What we talk about is the deformation, the energy return that we get from the shoe. And we're always going to tune eventually the stack height of the shoe to get the most out of the foams and the compounds that we're using. I can't say too much exactly where we would go and where maybe the next versions of these shoes will go. But one thing we're definitely doing in our labs is making sure that we're getting the most out of the materials, but also finding those new materials to bring even lighter, softer, and bouncier shoes.
Perfect. Well, it's exciting to see the Adidas Prime X3 Strung continue to evolve, get bouncier, offer that really fun experience for any day of the week. If you're looking to try out this shoe, it'll be available very soon here at Running Warehouse.